Hi, I'm Chetna Makan and I'm super excited to be back here on the Waitrose channel, and today I am making a mint chocolate cheesecake. It's a no-bake, easy, simple recipe and it's so refreshing, as the name suggests, mint chocolate. So let me show you how to make it. I'm going to obviously start with the base. So I have got the cake tin greased and ready, and I've just lined the bottom of it, and I'm going to prepare the biscuit base. So I have got here some chocolate digestives and I'm just using a rolling pin to crush them up. You can put them in a bag and then bash them, but it's really quite simple doing it this way too. So all I want to do is break and crush all the biscuits, not to a powder but more like a breadcrumby texture. And you can use plain digestives, but trust me, the chocolate digestive just add that additional chocolate to it. And whoever said there is too much chocolate in there? There's no such thing as too much chocolate. Right, this is looking lovely. All the biscuits have broken up very nicely. I have got some melted butter and I'm just going to pour this on top of the biscuits and mix it well. I love making this cheesecake because this is something you can prepare in advance. So you can make it a day ahead, you can make it 2 days beforehand, and all you have to do on the day is bring it out. So it's perfect for entertaining and also like a nice fresh and light dessert after a barbecue or after a really heavy meal. So this is done. I'm going to transfer it to the prepared cake tin. All that's left to do is let it set in the fridge for 15 minutes. You just want the butter to set and then the base is ready for the cream cheese topping. There really isn't any cooking or baking involved in this dessert. It's more of a bring it together, piece it together dessert, which obviously is super simple. You can get your kids to make this one. And just with the back of a spoon or a spatula, just make sure that you have pressed the biscuit down so it's one compact piece. Right, goes in the fridge for 15. And now for the cheesecake topping. I'm going to start by blanching some fresh mint leaves. Oh, the smell of this. It's so easy to grow this at home, and I always have a pot of fresh mint in the kitchen in the summer. It's just so handy to have that. And you know what? I'm just using the leaves because the stalks are quite hard with mint. Don't throw these. Just stick them in some pots or just in your garden, and then in a few days you'll have fresh mint again. How easy is that? And over a period of time, the mint just goes wild in the garden. So I've just picked this from the garden and just washed it before I blanch it. So I'm just putting the leaves in here for a minute or so, and that is going to stop the leaves turning black when we add it to the cream cheese. And if you're growing mint, then add it to some boiling water to make fresh mint tea with a little slice of ginger. So good. And that's it. It's been a minute. And you just put it straight into some ice cold water. So I've just got a bowl full of ice and some water, and you put it straight in there, and that will retain the lovely green color. You can find the link to the full recipe in the video description. And I'm just gonna take the mint leaves out on some kitchen towel just to absorb the excess water. That's all the mint. Now this goes in a blender with some cream cheese. I'm using full fat cream cheese, but you can use reduced fat as well. And I'm just going to give it a very quick blitz. Look at that. So I'm going to prepare the cream. So I'm using some double cream here. Add some icing sugar and then whisk this. And this right here is the hardest bit of the whole recipe, building some muscles. Right, so as soon as it forms soft peaks, you really don't want it whisked any further, otherwise it'll be over whisked, because we still have to add the cream cheese. So here is our minty cream cheese that goes in, all of it. Before I mix this, I'm also going to chop up some dark chocolate here. So I have to whisk it just once. I'm using 75% cocoa dark chocolate. If you're not a big fan of dark chocolate, you can of course use milk chocolate as well, or little bits and bobs of any leftover chocolate you have. You can even use mint chocolate as well. I love the richness of the dark chocolate with the mint. And I'm just gonna chop it up finely before I add it to the cream cheese. And all that's left to do is mix it up. This is such an easy dessert pudding to put together. Seriously, you can do it in your sleep. It's so simple. So the filling is ready, and I'm gonna get the biscuit base out of the fridge. Here's the base all nice and set, and I can add the cream cheese on top of it. So I'm gonna put this on top of the biscuit base. I am so tempted to get a spoon and then have a spoonful of this. Oh. And then just spread it evenly. Make sure you've got no air bubbles in there. So it's really important to set this very nicely. So you can do it for 4 or 5 hours. You can prepare it in the morning, eat it in the evening, or best to leave it overnight. Like I said, you can prepare it 2 days in advance as well if you're having a little party in the garden. Now it goes in the fridge to set for a good few hours. And here it is, all nicely set. I'm just using a knife to loosen the sides. And all the lovely green and dark chocolate speckles throughout the cheesecake. They just look so inviting. Look at that. And you can decorate it with some more fresh mint leaves if you want. I love adding that bright green color to this. And here it is, my mint chocolate cheesecake with a lovely chocolatey biscuit base and a creamy minty chocolate cream cheese topping. Now this should keep well in the fridge for good 3 to 4 days, and I would always take it out of the fridge half an hour before you're ready to serve. I hope you will try this very refreshing mint chocolate cheesecake, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you get a notification every time we share a new recipe. And I'll see you back here very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.